It's getting on up around 109 degrees down here in South Georgia. I think about 75% humidity. It is not a pleasant day to be in the shop. However, I am doing some cool stuff and wanted to show you guys a little bit, some pretty nice iron work and one of my biggest pet peeves. Now, here's the deal. At the end of the day, you always want to do quality work. However, super quality work is not always the most profitable work. And I'm going to tell you, for my OCD, it's those junctions I really hate. Because if I'm doing super cool work, I want it to be the best. However, you can't often charge for the best, so sometimes you have to make compromises. For example, check this out. Here is a pretty damn nice handrail sample that I am doing here. This is 1.25 inch material, 1.5 inch, excuse me. I think this is 1.5 inch. We have a 1 inch by 1/2 inch bar that's been hammered out and textured. And this is actually custom cap rail. I actually made the die. And so this actually used to be 1 inch square. So this is a really nice piece. I mean, even as a sample. Let's go over here though. Now, the problem here is that even as super nice piece this is, the way that this is constructed is the problem. Because now, if you didn't want anything in here to break this line, then you'd actually need to weld this there. You can see that I've actually got 3 welds holding this thing in. And I'm going to tell you that right there, if I was looking at ironwork and I saw that, that right there drives me freaking insane. Because what I want is I want it to look like this piece is floating, and that right there sucks. See right here where this is attached? Now I can dress this and darken a little bit, and if I were painting this it would be fine, but you see that? Clearly an obvious weld. It sucks because this is awesome traditional ironwork, and you don't, as a general rule, if you really care about the work, if you're going to do it traditionally, do it traditionally. However, this is a pay job, and so the issue that's in here is the fact that if I actually come in and, I've thought about actually drilling this and then putting some studs, some 1/4 inch studs back on this thing right here, and then riveting it through, that would work. But the amount of time that it would take to do that is going to go up. It's going to add 30% to this particular project. And if you're already cutting a close profit margin, that can eliminate the margin and put you in hock. Now, from the artistic side, from the blacksmithing side of things, that's what needs to be done. But from the business side of things, we need to zap it. And I'll have to confess to you that in the work that I do, that's one of the toughest things to make that call. Because of course, the artist in me, the guy that wants to do the best work says, man, we need to rivet this, we need to put collars on here, we need to do some things beside a damn MIG weld. However, if we're gonna get the job done, we're gonna make money on it, we got to put this crap on there. So I hate those decisions, but that's where you have to decide. Are you in business or are you out here doing art for art's sake? And that's an important distinction. Sometimes you get to do both, but in a case like this, sometimes you've got to do it what's the most profitable way. And sometimes that means it's going to suck. See you guys.